Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss organizing process. Now when I say process, that means it includes steps. So what all steps are included in organizing process? Let's see. Number first is identification and division of work. Second is departmentalization. Third is assignment of duties, and the fourth step is establishing reporting relationship. First step is to identify and divide the work. So what you will do, you will see what work has to be done. That is, you will identify the work and then you divide the work. Let's try to understand with the help of example. Suppose you want to throw a party. Now what you will do, you recognize that the work is to be done is sending the invites to relatives and friends, and then second work would be ensuring catering services are given properly. Then you need to decorate the hall or your house. So what you did, you identified the things which needs to be done. It is obvious everything won't be done by you because it's time consuming process and you might not be expert in everything. So let's say, for example, your brother would be given the responsibility of catering, wherein he can handle the caterers and close the deal with them. Similarly, you have your mother who help you out sending the invites to relatives. So what you did, you divide the work among the different people. So the first step in the organizing is to identify the work and then divide the work among employees. So just as I told you, the first step here is identifying and dividing the work that has to be done accordingly with previous determined plan. So whatever is the business plan, whatever is the strategic plan of the company, what are the objectives that needs to be achieved, based on that the work would be identified and divided. Now remember, the work has to be divided into manageable activities and you should ensure that duplication is avoided. For example, if my target is to produce 200 units from machine X in a day, it should not happen that I am telling worker A and worker B to do same thing. This would result in duplication of work. Another example, if I have accountant A and accountant B and I ask both of them to handle petty cash, what I do is I am duplicating the work. So I need to ensure that work should be divided into manageable activities and avoid duplication. And why division of work is important? Because every person cannot do everything. Every employee cannot take all the responsibilities. So you need to share the workload among the employees, and that is the reason that we divide the work among employees. The next step is departmentalization. What exactly is departmentalization? See, after you have identified what is the work is to be done and you have divided the work among employees, you will group similar activities. For example, petty cash, account maintenance, doing the bank work, this would all come under finance department. Similarly, meeting the potential customers, telling about your product, connecting the potential customers to the sales team. So in that scenario, all these activities which are similar, they will be grouped under one department. So I gave you the example of finance. Similarly, we would have the HR department, the marketing department, the production department, so on and so forth. This grouping process is known as departmentalization. So what is departmentalization? Wherein activities you group and make a separate departments of similar activities. Why this is necessary? Because it facilitates specialization. So then people or the employees can keep on doing the repetitive work which has been assigned to them, and then they can become specialist. So the error become less, the efficiency increase, and due to that the effectiveness also improve. Departments can be created using several criterias. I gave you one criteria, that was function, other one is products. For example, if I am an automobile company where I am producing bikes and I am also producing the cars, so I have different kind of product to satisfy the customers needs, then I can departmentalize in terms of products. Same way, territories, that is geographical location. So the departments can be created in terms of south, north, south, east, or west, depending on what geographies you are spread. So it brings specialization in operation. The third step is assignment of duties. Now, once you have identified the work, divided the work, created the departments, now you will assign duties. So, you will say employee X has to handle the finance department, employee Y will look after the marketing department, employee Z would take care of production department. What you did, you assigned the duties to the employees in organization. Each department would be placed under the charge of individual. So after creating the department, now there would be a departmental heads who would be responsible for the working of departments. So his responsibility would be that all employees are working properly so that departmental goals are satisfied. The work which is allotted to the individual would be based on his skill. So generally when we are recruiting people, we always see what is his past experience, what is he good at. We take number of tests so that we can understand what is he good at. Based on that we would assign the duties so that he can perform his work in a skillful manner. There has been proper match between nature of job and the ability of an individual. It shouldn't happen that the finance department or the finance person is been told you go ahead with market things for the company. So you be ensure that jobs are assigned in the proper manner. The last step is establishing the reporting relationship. Now, once you have assigned the duties, then you will establish the relationship, that is reporting relationship. What are those? Each individual should have a knowledge about whom he is supposed to be accountable. So let's say if there is an departmental head where there would be manager under him and then assistant manager and then employees. So the employees should know he is reportable to manager. The manager should have an idea that he is accountable to the functional head. So once he had that knowledge, there would be easier for him to do the work. Establishment of clear relationship will help in creating an organizational structure, that is in hierarchy. What happens here if there is no proper organizational structure? As I explained you earlier, if you are reporting to multiple bosses, then it will create an unnecessary problem, unnecessary duplication of work. Lastly, it helps in coordination among various departments, because you remember we did that scalar chain and other ways of communication. So all this is possible only when you have established reporting relationship in organization. So this way it helps in better organization of work and it helps in achieving the objective in a smooth manner. Hope today's session would be fruitful to you. Thank you.